Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so if you've ever felt kind of stuck, between that really strict textbook grammar and just the way people actually talk.
That fast, friendly, sometimes messy real-life English.
Exactly. Then this deep dive is definitely for you. Today, our mission is all about efficiency. We're looking for a quick shortcut, really, to sounding more natural, more confident, focusing on that social language locals genuinely use day to day.
Yeah, we've basically boiled down hours of learning stuff into the real essentials. We looked at materials specifically trying to bridge that gap,
What gap is that exactly?
The one between, let's say, formal English, the kind you often learn first, and what we're calling real English.
Okay.
We're hunting for those quick phrases, those little rhythmic secrets that just make you sound instantly connected, not just grammatically perfect.
Right. Let's just jump straight into it then.
Yeah.
Because the fastest way to that kind of social fluency seems to be mastering a small set of really effective phrases. And the material we looked at highlighted 5 core short sentences, like the backbone of daily chat. Let's start with that essential greeting.
Okay, first up, the classic low-effort opener, what's up?
Now, most people know it means how are you, or maybe what's going on. But the real function is speed, isn't it? It's not really asking for your life story.
Exactly right. It's more like social lubrication. It's just an acknowledgement. And it requires minimal brain power for both people involved.
Right.
You don't have to pause and build a whole sentence. You just throw out, what's up? And boom, the conversation started.
Yeah, it's flowing.
And the key example we saw really nails this. Speaker A says, hey, what's up?
And B.
B replies with something equally low effort, like, not much, just relaxing. See? Easy.
Sets that casual tone instantly. Okay, phrase number 2 is just as useful, I think, but handles mistakes. No worries.
Ah, yes. This one is, I'd say, one of the most important social hacks you, the learner, can pick up. No worries means that's okay or don't worry about it.
But it's got a specific vibe, right?
Yeah.
A tone.
It really does. It's got this easygoing forgiveness baked in. It just immediately dials down how serious any mistake or, inconvenience might seem.
Yeah, think about the difference. If someone apologizes and you say, I acknowledge and accept your apology. Super formal. Kind of stiff.
Right. Compared to just dropping a quick, no worries, it's fine.
Totally different feel. The second one is friendly, fast, makes the other person feel instantly better.
And that's the real power for you, the listener. These are instant, friendly replies. They get rid of that awkward pause, that hesitation where you're scrambling in your head for the perfect, complex sentence. If you can just confidently say, no worries, you've shown you're approachable, you get the social shorthand.
Okay, moving into agreement territory. Phrase number 3, crucial for making plans. Sounds good.
Pure utility, this one. But importantly, it's way more engaging than just saying yes.
How so?
Well, it means okay, or I agree, obviously. But including the word sounds implies you're actually, listening to the suggestion and you approve of how it, sounds.
Ah, okay, I see that. And the exchange is just so quick. A, let's meet at 6. B, sounds good.
Done.
Exactly. No fuss. Just immediate positive confirmation. Now the next one feels a bit more insidery. I'm down for that.
Oh, absolutely essential.
Wow.
Especially for showing enthusiasm, showing you want to join in socially. It means I'm okay with that or I want to join.
But that word down, it signals something more.
It totally does. It's more than just agreement. It signals you're comfortable with the idiom itself and you actually want to be part of whatever's being suggested. It's not just passive acceptance.
Yeah, it definitely ramps up the enthusiasm. If someone asks, do you want to go out tonight? And you reply, yeah, I'm down for that. It feels eager.
Much more authentic than, I accept your invitation to attend tonight's social engagement.
Definitely.
Exactly. It's a marker of social comfort. When you use that phrase correctly and confidently, you instantly sound less like you just learned English from a textbook.
Okay, and the last of the 5, the sort of all-purpose approval stamp. That's awesome.
This one's incredibly useful just because it's so versatile. It doesn't just mean that's great.
Right.
Because it's so positive, so high energy, you can use it for almost anything. From, minor good news, finishing a boring task, all the way up to major stuff, like getting a new job.
So it's your go-to tool for instant positivity.
Pretty much. Reliable, high-level, instant positive feedback. That's awesome.
Okay, so we've got the 5 essential phrases down.
Yeah.
That's the what of casual chat. But as we know, having the words is only half the story.
Right. Now we need the delivery. The secret strategy.
We're moving from what to say to how you say it. Introducing the local strategy for rhythm and tone.
Yeah, this is where we really shift focus, away from just collecting vocabulary and more towards the actual performance of the language, how it integrates.
Which is often what separates someone who sounds fluent from someone who sounds hesitant.
Exactly.
So the sources point to a couple of key behavioral shifts. The first one is actually quite freeing, I think. Stop overthinking grammar when you're speaking.
This is maybe the hardest piece of advice for really diligent language learners to take on board, but it's fundamental if you want to sound natural.
Why is that?
Because native speech just isn't mechanically perfect. It's not supposed to be. It's rhythmically and tonally, well, predictable. If you're spending too much mental energy trying to conjugate a verb perfectly in the middle of a sentence,
You lose the flow.
you lose the music of the conversation, yeah? The material really stresses focusing on rhythm and tone because those are the things that signal natural fluency to other speakers.
Okay, that makes sense. And tied right into that rhythm is tip 2, embrace those short, friendly responses.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about no worries, but the sources list others. Instant, natural ways to confirm things instead of long sentences, like, sure thing, you got it, totally.
These are like exactly. You maintain the energy and the speed of the conversation. And that encourages the other speaker to just keep things moving naturally as well.
Okay, now this next part is where it gets, for me, really interesting, because these friendly responses, and really all natural fast speech, rely on this linguistic thing called word reduction.
Ah, word reduction.
Yep.
Yes. The secret sauce of speed. When native speakers talk quickly, our brains and mouths just naturally compress words. It's about efficiency, about rhythm.
So if you try to say every single syllable perfectly,
You sound stiff. You sound unnatural because you're actually fighting against how the language streamlines itself acoustically in fast speech.
that's fascinating. But why is it so hard for learners to adopt things like gonna? It feels like there's almost a fear sometimes that it's too casual or even wrong.
That hesitation makes total sense because, early language lessons often label these as slang, when really they're just the natural result of prosody, the stress, the intonation patterns of quick speech. If you try to hold on to a super formal pronunciation of going to in a casual chat, it actually creates friction.
So the rhythm forces the reduction.
In a way, yes. The moment you prioritize rhythm over perfect enunciation, the reduction feels almost inevitable. It becomes natural.
Okay, let's break down the 3 main reductions the source is focused on, because getting these right seems like an instant upgrade to your cadence.
Right. Let's start with the one for future plans or necessity. Going to almost always becomes gonna.
Like, I'm going to grab some coffee later. Smooth. Fluid.
Exactly. Then there's the reduction for intention. Want to morphs into wanna.
So I want to hear more about that. Much quicker.
Much quicker. And third, expressing necessity. Gotta gets compressed down to gotta.
I gotta run, but that was great. Instant feeling of urgency.
And understanding why these happen, that they're rhythmic shortcuts, is so important. If you try to say, I want to go to the store at a normal conversational speed,
Your mouth almost does it automatically.
it kind of does. You feel this natural pull towards, I want to go to the store. You're basically shrinking 2 syllables, want to, down to 1, wanna. That efficiency is just baked right into spoken fluency.
And the sources gave this perfect little micro conversation. It shows the whole strategy, the rhythm, the short phrases, the reductions, all working together, like
Yeah.
seamlessly.
Yeah, it's simple but effective. Speaker A kicks things off with a suggestion using a reduction. Hey, you want to grab some coffee?
Instantly conveys the intention, the invitation.
Right. And speaker B responds confidently using a short confirmation and one of our essential 5 phrases. Sure, sounds good.
Wow, that whole exchange.
Yeah,
What is it? 4 words from A, 3 from B.
something like that. And that's the core of natural, friendly communication right there. It pulls together all the key things we've talked about in just a few seconds. Keeps the pace light, relaxed.
Okay, so let's try to synthesize this for the application phase.
Yeah.
For you listening. We've got the 5 high-impact vocabulary tools,
Mhm.
and we have this rhythmic strategy for actually using them.
Right, and we have to connect this directly back to you. The main takeaway, I think, from the practice material we saw is this. Natural speech is built way more on confidence and rhythm
Then on perfect grammar.
than on mechanical word-by-word perfection. Absolutely. Think about it. If you sound really hesitant while saying, no worries, the impact is kind of lost, right?
Yeah, it doesn't sound reassuring then.
But if you deliver that same phrase with confidence, with the right rhythm, the right tone, it lands perfectly. It comes across exactly as intended casual assurance.
Absolutely. So these 5 essential phrases and those short, friendly responses like "sure thing," they aren't just vocabulary lists to memorize.
No, they're social tools.
They're the fast lane, really, to immediate connection agreement, getting on the same page with people in daily life. Mastering this rhythm lets you be an active, confident part of the conversational flow.
Which is the real key, isn't it? Feeling truly fluent isn't just about how many words you know. It's about your ability to connect using the right cadence, the right rhythm.
So you've just gotten the shortcut. You have the 5 key phrases: what's up? No worries. Sounds good. I'm down for that. And that's awesome. And you have those crucial strategies for sound and tone. Fluency over perfection. Use those short, friendly replies like "sure thing" and "totally," and definitely embrace reductions like "gonna" and "wanna."
Okay, so here's a final thought for you to maybe chew on.
Yeah.
The materials we looked at really pushed practicing these phrases while actively copying the tone.
Okay.
So if the main goal is truly sounding natural, we need to look a bit deeper than just the literal meaning of the words. What subtle social signals are actually embedded in the tone and the rhythm of these short, friendly sentences?
Like what kind of signals?
Things like deference or excitement or maybe just casualness, things that go way beyond the dictionary definition.
When the source talks about confidence being crucial,
Mm-hmm.
think about how that internal feeling, that confidence, actually changes how a rhythmic shortcut like "gonna" lands.
Right. Does it sound like slang? Or does it just sound like ease, like fluency? Maybe pay attention to that nonverbal element next time you hear a native speaker use one of these phrases. That musicality of the speech, the implied social weight in the tone.
That feels like the next level.
It might be. That's maybe the final and possibly the trickiest layer of real fluency just waiting for you to unlock it.